Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Big day today. Couple of questions we need to ask. So before we go on, guys, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes right off the bat. Of course, all the guys put channels in the description. Paz the creator. I'm going to play something from Paz's Instagram video, of course, later. Javon, of course, the Final Whistle podcast, the absolute brilliant Chelsea content creator, of course. Ramstan is doing magnificent currently. You do a lot of shows with Kopish, though. You're doing match reaction with Kopish. Dylan is going to be joining us. Hit that like button, people. Come on. Couple of questions. Is Maresca should focus on the cup? Are they primed to actually deliver a trophy in the cup? City as well. A lot of people are saying that City and Liverpool look like, and Chelsea are the main title contenders. They're out of the title race versus Arsenal. Is it too early? Should Arsenal start Nwaneri and actually give the kids an opportunity in the cup like what Arsene Wenger needed to do? Or should they take it seriously? Right, we're going to talk about that. Liverpool, Ekitike's time is now to start. Isak is fit, as Arne Slot have said in the press conference yesterday, that he can get minutes. Should Ekitike be the starter for Liverpool? Should Salah be dropped? As a lot of Liverpool fans that actually call in for like Talk Sports and Sky Sports say that he should be actually dropped. We'll talk about that as well. Is he the problem? About Van Dijk as well. Some people said that give Gomez a chance next to Konate because Van Dijk is not looking good. I don't think that is in absolute, it's not good. Of course, Manchester City are actually the team that is in question here. 11 goals for Erling Haaland, 1 goal only for everyone else. Is Foden going under the radar? Why is no one talking about Phil Foden? in the media? Why is no one giving him any scrutiny? While the likes of João Pedro, Caicedo, Enzo, like everyone, Salah, Van Dijk, McAllister are getting scrutiny. No one talking about Phil Foden for some whatever reason. They're only talking about Haaland and everyone else and Pep Guardiola. We'll talk about that, but we're not going to actually discuss that in depth. How is everyone doing? Javon, welcome back.
Doing well. You know, back from a small vacation and checking with everybody. That's
You're from Trinidad, right?
No, from Jamaica, actually.
Jamaica. So, how is you have family there?
Yes. And I checked in with them earlier. They're doing well with the hurricane. Prayers and shout outs goes out to everyone that's affected by the hurricane down there.
For the people that don't know, yesterday a Category 5 Hurricane Melissa have actually hit that part of the Caribbean. It's devastating. It's the strongest hurricane that actually hit that area, and just prayers go with the people there. And I know there's a lot of homes that got destroyed. There's a lot of people that are homeless from the hurricane. It's actually devastating down there. So send your prayers there, and if you got family, of course, prayers to your family as well. It's absolutely devastating out there. I've been in a storm before, and it's not good. It's absolutely not good. It's not here.
It was worse than what's it called, Milton, wasn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah,
this is the strongest one ever.
5.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I've lived here through a Category 4, and a Category 4 is fucking scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Category 5. I've
been in a Category 3 and 4 before. It's scary.
Yeah,
it's absolutely nuts, to be honest with you. I want to start with Chelsea, actually. I know Chelsea fans disappear from the chat, actually. I know that because I know my Chelsea viewers kind of disappeared from there. I'm being serious. So I had a lot of Chelsea viewers, and they kind of disappeared over the last 2-3 days. Is the FA Cup the best chance for Chelsea to win a trophy? Is Maresca the right man to actually deliver a trophy or deliver a title for Chelsea? That is what I wanted to ask. By the way, I don't know Javon's opinion, so I'm blind here for this.
So it's not necessarily about. It's not necessarily only falls on Maresca, because he was let down in certain departments when you look at the team and how the team is being structured. Because my viewing, and again, I was away, so I didn't get to do a match review, and I'll discuss this on my channel a bit further. The team just had to do better against Sunderland. I kind of want to put not much blame on Maresca, because Garnacho is just a bad player, or played poorly in that game. So when you look at a player playing poorly has been a consistent theme across it. Has been a consistent theme across the entire team this season. So the inconsistency of some of the players that you could get better out of, that is what is currently affecting our league performance. Now, with that being said, a cup game is a one-off game. A cup game is a knockout competition. So it is the best chance for one of us to bring home a trophy. Garnacho may have scored, but you just have to watch the game, man. He scored and did nothing else for the entire game. So let me just put that out.
Salah does that all the time, though.
Yes, Salah does that.
Well, have some shame. Putting Salah and Garnacho in the same sentence is absolutely criminal.
No, don't buy, bro. Don't buy. No.
Dickhead.
You would
Dickhead
trade.
here. What is wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you?
If you had Salah in your team, you wouldn't be in a 24-year league drought, bro. Just telling you that.
Anyways, let me. But to answer your question, cup competitions are the best way to bring home a trophy this season, and I think Maresca can outcoach other coaches on their day. Is my current question as it pertains to Chelsea is, can these players that have shown vast amount of inconsistency can
Maresca
already answer the question?
Win a title.
The answer is yes.
Win a title. Yes.
What title are you talking about? Cup competition or the league title?
The target for Chelsea is to win the Champions League or the Premier League. It's not the cup competition. Crystal Palace won the cup competition.
But the Champions League is a cup competition as well.
Do you think he can actually win you the Champions League?
Honestly, yes. If depending on the luck of the draw.
Not this season. Not
necessarily this season. And again, the reason why I mostly focus on the Champions League, people may say, "Oh, it's crazy to think you can win a Champions League. You can get a nice run of fixtures, and you can get a one-off." And we've seen Chelsea done it before, beating bigger teams against all odds. My issue is it's not only on Maresca because the recruitment has been poor for certain areas of the team. And because the recruitment has been poor for those areas, it breeds inconsistency across the entire team. So that's why you'll not hear me say we can go and win a league title, because to win a league title, you need consistency. We win 3 games back to back. You think we're building consistency, and then they pull up a result like Sunderland. Do you understand? Again,
Yeah, but the problem is now people are giving the excuses of experience for Chelsea. I've seen a lot of
no,
Chelsea
that's not an excuse for me. You're talking to me.
Like there's a lot of people. But if they had experience, they would have done this. They would have done that. That excuse is gone. Moses Caicedo have been here for a while. Like there's people that have been here for a while with Chelsea. You know, Pedro Neto's experience, Enzo Fernandez's experience, Reece James's experience, Kukureya's experience. That is a lot. And we talk about the centre back.
Yep.
Come on.
That again.
At least you're honest about it. To be honest, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah, you're talking to me, not talking to them. And again, in my opinion, some of these players just have to do better. Like Garnacho, yes, you scored a goal, but you did nothing else after that. You broke down the attacks. Pedro Neto did nothing in that game. You understand? And I'm not picking out this one game because it's a chasm or as a result of the inconsistency over the previous 9. Whether it's in the Champions League, whether it's in the league, whether it's in the cup competition so far, right? Focused on the cup competition. Again, we won the Club World Cup. People didn't think we were going to win the Club World Cup, but look at the fixtures we got and look at the one-off games. They showed you right then and there that in a cup competition, we can win the cup competition because we have quality.
I feel there's a difference between the Club World Cup and the Champions League.
Most definitely, but again, the run of fixtures. If you get
one's a preseason cup.
But not even a preseason. Is the fact that I think in the Champions League you never get those run of fixtures. You always have to face a hard team at some point. Like if you look at even the worst, arguably worst ever Champions League winners, I categorize the 2005 Champions League winning side. We still have to face the likes of Juventus and Chelsea. Like, you know, in the Champions League, you never get you never get an easy ride. It's always a tough opposition. People claim that Chelsea team that won in 2020 during COVID, 2021, they had to face Real Madrid and they had to face City in the final.
And we beat Real Madrid and City. So,
exactly.
And we weren't the best team. We were. Do you know who we had in attack? We had Mason Mount, Timo Werner, and Kai Havertz. Yeah. So you're just
Kai Havertz squad player.
You're just proving my point. You understand? And it's not like I'm saying we're devoid of quality. Even that team that you just mentioned, it's similar to what we have now in terms of issue.
Oh, you're missing 3 key players.
Hold on. My point is stop focusing on the players.
I know they have Kante.
Hold on.
Thiago Silva, man.
I don't want my point to go over anyone's head.
Colossus,
my point in that team and this team has something in common: inconsistency over a 38 game season. My overall point is we're not consistent enough to win a league title. But do we have quality in certain areas that can probably get us over the line in a cup competition? 110% yes.
I hope so. With that, I just think, like, you know what's funny? Like, I feel like people are disagreeing with what you're saying. But for me, with all the money you've spent and like some of the players and the way Chelsea fans talk about their players, if you don't say this, I think you're mental. You better say this. If you're a Chelsea fan and you don't say, I think we can win a cup competition, in my head, you're a maniac. Because then I know for a fact you're a hypocrite because you'll give the same energy to someone else. So the reality is, if we when we spend money, when we finally started spending money, people are like, no, you should win this, win that, win this, win that. They've also spent bread. You better win something too. I don't want to hear about transition. I don't want to hear about the transition. You're here now. You're saying you got the best right back, best centre mids, best striker, best right wing. If you've got all the best of everything,
we must win something. Yeah,
you better win something.
And again, it's not me trusting the process. It's not me trusting the sporting directors. You can look at the squad objectively and say, okay, Chelsea have quality in this position, they have quality in that position. Yeah. Why can't we win look at what we did to PSG? I know people are going to say it's a cup competition, but listen to me. How the narrative was painted around Chelsea, we were supposed to get demolished. That's my point. On the off day, why can't we win a cup competition? Why can't we make a run in the Champions League?
I wholeheartedly agree.
But the stakes of the
Nah,
Champions
you
League
gotta
is a
agree.
lot different to the Club World Cup, bro.
No,
Come
but
on,
Ram.
When
You're
teams
arguing a
like-
different point though. You're arguing what you think. He's talking about what his expectations are, and his expectations for what they're doing are aligned. Whether we think they're gonna do it is different. Because I don't think they're gonna do it.
But using the Club World Cup as a barometer is
It's
where
not
I
a
have
barometer.
pushback.
No, he uses an example though.
It's not a barometer.
It's not a
It's
barometer.
an example. Okay. Give me another cup competition. The 2021 season. We weren't scintillating in the league, but when he came onto the Champions League, we got runs like Ajax. We got runs like Benfica, who wasn't brilliant at the time. Teams like that, and when we got to the quarters, the semis, the team stepped up on those days because they knew the gravitas of what it was to play, what it was at that time.
The players, though,
we have quality players now. I'm not saying they're the best. When you look at the midfield,
the reason why I say the players, like you look at both Champions League winning teams. 2012, you had Frank Lampard, Drogba, Terry, even though he didn't play in the final, Petr Cech. And then you look at the one that just gone by 2021. Thiago
Can I ask you a question,
Silva,
Ram?
N'Golo Kante.
Let me ask you a question, Ram.
Barring probably Caicedo, I don't think any of
Caicedo.
If
we're gonna say we have
can I take you through
Caicedo.
it quick? Ram. If you're looking at this, yeah, from a Chelsea point of view, not my point of view, not your point of view. Let's go, because when they go through their lineup, they say they got the best right back in the world. They say they got the best DM in the world. Enzo, world class. They say Cole Palmer, world class. All these players are the best, bro. So how can you tell them don't have expectations if they think these men are the best?
Because
what you're asking him to do don't make sense, bro.
Because for me, there's multiple reasons. You also have to look at the teams that won the Champions League, even though they were poor. They had generational players in those teams.
They're saying these men are generational.
No, so hold on.
That's what
It
I
doesn't have to be. All right, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. In a cup competition, majority at the time, when you see these players kick it up to a next gear, when you see these players that has quality, that you can agree have quality, they normally kick it up from the round of 16 onward, right? You're telling me I cannot expect a fully fit Reece James to play at top level, a fully fit Cucurella to play at top level, a fully fit Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, and even Estevao, who just came through. Even João Pedro, we've seen that he can finish.
And they got the best young
next
wonder
level.
kid in the world, Estevao. And I forgot about Cucurella, the best left back in the world. This is what I'm saying, Ram. You're not
Stop gaslighting them. I know what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
I don't care if it's. I do not care if it's gaslighting. Facts are just facts.
There's
no way you cannot ask me to expect my teams that I've seen quality from
bro.
to step up.
I promise you.
Bro.
I agree with him.
I tell you this is so different from what I've been hearing on the EFO on the last couple of days. This is so different.
No, Ram, because you're not locked. Let me tell you why you're not locked, though. Let me explain to you why you're not locked. Yeah, because you're only arguing from your own perspective and other people's perspective, because we're seeing other things. But for me, yeah, if let's say, okay, let's take it to my club. Let's say I supported Sunderland. If we went out and bought all these players, Estevao, the greatest young player to ever do skills in the Premier League. We got Cole Palmer, the greatest right winger 10 ever. We got Reece James, the greatest right back of all time. Cucurella, Caicedo, the best DM in the league. Enzo, the other best midfielder in the league. João Pedro, the best young player in the world. Bro, look how many bests I just said to you, brother. How can you tell me to not expect trophies, bro?
I understand what he's doing. He's saying if we're gassing up our players to this certain level, where's the expectation to come with that gas?
Maybe.
Right? And again, I don't even gas some of these players to that level. I've seen quality from them. I've seen Maresca can set up the team in a way where you can get wins. Why can't I expect at least? Why can't I expect a FA Cup or Carabao Cup? Why can't I expect a run in the Champions League?
That's different, though. I'm talking the majors, though. I'm talking major.
I said, and I'm saying it with chest. I wouldn't be surprised if we won the Champions League, and I'm expecting a minimum semi-final, quarter-final.
Stand on it! Stand on it! Yeah!
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Stand on it! No, it's not crazy. It's crazy until it happens. It's crazy until it happens, bro. It's crazy until it happens, bro.
And that's fine. If it's a Premier League, we have no chance.
Because expecting it, basing off a team that's you claim that is not of the level, barring the likes of Caicedo and Enzo, is a bit mad in my opinion, because you have to compare it to teams across Europe. Like,
No, you're right.
no matter what happened in 2021, no one expected Chelsea to go and win it. No one expected Liverpool to go and win the Champions League in 2005.
Oh, 2005. Okay.
But this is where maybe
They've
the
got a history of doing the unexpected, bro.
But that doesn't mean that the expectation, the objective expectation should be semis minimum, because I expect the unexpected. Do you get what I mean? It's a bit of a paradox.
I hear that.
I agree. It's not crazy for me to expect my team to make
not for Chelsea.
Did I not just say is it not crazy for me to expect a Champions League run, especially if the draw is favorable?
I agree.
That's what I said.
You're not getting what he's saying. You're not getting what he's saying, Ram. You're acting like he's saying we're going to win the Champions League.
I never said that.
He's saying that having an expectation of a Champions League run after all of the things that they've got is not mental, bro. It's not mad. I promise you, it's not mad. If it was mad, bro, I'm the first one to say it's mad, bro. I promise you. But his expectation is different to what he's saying is going to happen, bro. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. If I came here saying we are definitely going to win the Champions League, if I said that, then I have no excuse not to say we can compete for the Premier League. Because that means we've developed a level of consistency where I say, okay, we can beat that team. We can definitely beat that team.
If you said that, I'd call you a madman. I'd call you a full-on madman.
And even I said it. We cannot. We don't have the consistency and we don't have the quality to do that. But what I'm saying is, in a cup competition with a favorable draw, why can't I expect my team to make a run? Is that really that?
I don't think what you're saying is not mad, bro. It's not mad because you can't say all these players are this good.
Hold on, brother. But
you got no expectations.
That's stop. Now we're talking about expectations. I'm going to give you guys an example for real. Manchester United, right? After signing players for Ten Hag, I was on shows with Saeed on his channel, and he said my expectation for Ten Hag in third season is to finish top 3. Your expectations are different than your predictions, than what you think is going to happen. And I think the main question is for Liverpool, by the way, expectations for Liverpool to win a double. You won the Premier League, you signed all these players, the expectations to win a double. Right? That's expectations, right? That's logically speaking, the next move from winning the league is to win a double after signing a £500 million of talent, right?
Right, Ram?
Right? Correct. Like, for example, for everyone, right? Like, for example, Napoli in Italy, their expectations, they won the league, is to go far in the Champions League. My question to Javin,
as well.
Of course, and retain the title because actually they spend the most. My question for Javin is like, do you predict it then? Forget expectations. The expectations everyone can expect based on the logic, based on what we sign, based on what we say, my players are this, my players are that, I won the Club World Cup. Are Chelsea fans sitting down and thinking, yes, we are primed to go to a semi-final of the Champions League. We're primed to win the Cup. We're primed to actually finish top 4 in the Premier League. That is the reality.
So to answer your question, before the season started, majority of the expectation was to finish top 4 comfortably, bring home a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup and make a run in the Champions League.
I disagree with this, by the way. I disagree with this. Some Chelsea fans said that the next level, the next step is to challenge for the league this season. Not finish, because you finished top 4 last season. The expectations after you spent 230 million in this window, right? You signed, you got Estevao is new, João Pedro is new, Delap is new, Garnacho is new, Gittins is new, Lavia is coming back from injury, Reece James is now fit. You signed Hato. You didn't sign a centre back, yes. So the next, people said that we're expecting to challenge. And I asked the question, is Maresca a good enough manager to create a system to challenge for the league? Because that's the main target. You might not win it. You might not have the minerals to actually win the league, right? But at least put in a fight. You know what I mean? Put in a fight.
For me, from my channel, before we had signed, before I saw what that left-hand side was actually turned out to be, I said I wanted us to challenge or to be thereabouts in January. That's what I wanted. Just consistent performances. I expected us to just be up there, fluctuating between third, maybe at first or 1 week, but then after everyone plays, you drop back to third and fourth. Just be. Let me phrase it this way: a division between us, the top four, and the rest of the team. So whatever that looks like. Now, when you look at it, we're miles off it. So to answer your question, the expectations of Chelsea fans before the season started, yes, some of them said was to challenge. Majority of the ones I spoke to in terms of Miz, Matisse, Don, all of them, they expected us to finish comfortable top four, but definitely bring up one of the cup trophies. And yes, that does include the Champions League. Some of them said, hey, we can go out and win it because they were high off the copium of the Club World Cup. The more sensible ones said, make a Champions League run. And that's just the truth.
I hear you what you're saying, but to be honest, they have what? I don't care about the cup. I'm with Ram on this. Me and Ram, the cups don't matter, guys. Man United won cups.
The cups matter to me. They
don't matter. I know that you guys brag about
it. Player in the world, Cole Palmer.
Bro, Man United won a cup, guys. Man United won a cup and then they sacked the manager. Man United won a cup and went backwards. You have to go forward in terms of like your league form, unless otherwise you win the Champions League.
No, but you're missing out a key thing. We haven't won a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup in years. So for us, if we bought a Carabao Cup, it means something to us.
No, but
may sound crazy, but it's still progression.
So if you finish fifth, I'm asking a question. If you finish fifth, you get Champions League football. You finish fifth, right? Man United finish fourth, and you win the FA Cup. And you get to around the 16 or quarterfinal Champions League. Is that good enough season for you? Is that a good indication that Maresca has improved the team?
No, that's not good enough. And here's why.
Man, you got Europe, you won a cup, you want to run on the Champions League. You hit your 3 targets that your own. You just said that.
It's the same equivalent as last season. That's not progression. That's stagnation.
No, it's not.
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
No, because he didn't play Champions League football, bro. Come on.
He didn't win the cup last season. He didn't win the cup last season.
Here's why it's stagnation. He's finished top 4, right? Right? We won the Conference League. The Conference League, quote unquote, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And we won
it doesn't matter. It's not quote unquote. It's not quote unquote. It doesn't matter.
And the Club World Cup doesn't count, right? So technically, all we did last season was to finish top 4, according to everybody else in the world.
100%. And that is the truth away from Chelsea fans.
And if this season we finish 5th, which is outside top 4, which means your consistency in the league was not good enough or is not good enough from what it was the previous season, but we win a cup. In your own words that you just said literally less than 5 minutes ago, the cups doesn't count. So what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't care about the cups.
Okay, so a successful
unless I don't care about the cups unless you progress in other competitions, like for example, you progress in the Premier League, you challenge, you didn't win it, but you won a cup. That means the cup matters. But going backwards and winning a cup means you regressed.
So I'm using your own logic, and I'm using your own logic against you. So for me, a successful season would look like comfortably finishing top 4, bringing home a cup trophy, and then making a run in the Champions League. Wherever we finish, wherever we lie. That's a successful season because what? It shows progression that you're still able to finish in the Champions League. This time you bring up a quote-unquote one of the significant trophies in your own league and you made a run in the Champions League. Whether that's quarterfinals or semifinals. Round of 16 is not good enough for me. I'm sorry. But whether that's quarterfinals or semifinals, because anything can happen with the luck of the draw, and anything can happen in those Champions League and the Champions League nights. Plus, this is the first time some of these players are playing Champions League football. Some of them, not all of them. So
Arsenal went to a quarterfinal of the Champions League in the first time they played Champions League in years.
Yeah, and that's good on them. I'm talking about my team.
So you're expected to reach with the quality you have. You are expected to reach a quarterfinal. Actually, every
so when I say why did I?
No, I'm saying semis is mad. I think having expectations of semis is
having
mad.
expectations of semis, I think it's too much. That's my opinion for Chelsea.
Because I can name 5 teams.
If he reaches semi-final,
if we fall on the right side of the draw, and it's a quarter-final right now, and we get an AC Milan or an Inter Milan who's not the best, you're telling me you don't expect Chelsea? You're telling me in the quarterfinals you don't expect Chelsea to win?
Why do you have to say
be at home?
That was toxic.
Be at home. Be Inter.
That was a bit cheeky, bro.
Again, this is what I'm saying is I have no agenda. I'm simply saying if we get a team in the quarterfinal that's Chelsea level or below based on how you guys view football.
Great.
Based on
What
how-
is your now? What is your level?
What do you mean by what am I level?
You said I get Inter or you get who else? You get Bayern Munich.
He said AC Milan or Inter. He said AC
I said
Milan.
AC. I'm talking about
Anyone in Milan.
Milan is not even in a competition. So
He
AC
said
Milan is
anyone
not
in
even-
Milan can get it.
You wanted to
Let
say
me ask a
that
question,
so
yeah?
bad.
Again, these are just examples.
Any
I'm
shade of
saying
AC
based
Milan.
on how you guys. And let me ask you the question because it's not. If you're gonna ask me this question,
Please,
you're
you
gonna
guys
get
ask
mad
us a
answer.
question. I like this. I like Chelsea fans
Let me-
asking us
Yeah, I
a
was
question.
going
Let
to
me
ask you
answer.
that question.
Please.
What do you think our level is in the Champions League?
Yeah, I was going to ask them that. Yeah.
A round of 16 of
Let me
hell.
get the table up. Let me get the
No,
table up.
I'm gonna
I
get the
don't
table
ask-
up
I'm not
to answer
asking-
this.
I'm not
to answer
asking
this
where we finish.
objectively. I'm
I'm
gonna
not-
get the
And I
Champions
want-
League table up.
and that's
I'm
fine.
gonna-
It doesn't matter who you pick. I'm just going to pose
for
the
me-
question.
Wallah al-Azim, listen, I'm gonna answer this logically. Go ahead, Ram. Go ahead.
So from what I'm looking at right now, I think Juventus is your level. I think Marseille is your level. I think Borussia Dortmund
Newcastle is
is
their level.
well, maybe a little bit better than Newcastle. Atletico is your level.
All right, cool.
No, but Newcastle.
No.
I think
Yo, bro,
Chelsea. If
I'm
you
not-
face
I'm not
Newcastle,
saying-
depending,
I'm
I'm being completely honest. If in the round of 16 or I know you can't face them in the round of 16 now. It depends on where the second leg is. I think it's a tough, even for Arsenal. But even if Arsenal face Newcastle, I would say the same. It's
Yeah.
not against Chelsea. Newcastle, English team versus English team, depending where the second leg is, Newcastle might fucking stink it up in your ground and then take a draw back home. You know that. right?
Newcastle.
So the reason why I asked you, where do you think our level is at? Because I'm basing my argument on what you are saying.
I think
right?
we're better than a lot of teams in this.
So it's not about who we're better.
I
than.
actually
I'm
looked
just
at the
saying.
team and I actually think they are better than a lot of teams.
So-
The
so-
teams
so-
are weak.
They are.
So what? So what I'm
But
saying
not
is,
not top four.
so hold on, no, that's not the point.
Not
My
top
point
four.
is, right. Let's say we somehow, based on your guys' words, let's say we somehow get to a quarterfinal and we face an Atletico in your opinion, that our level, a Marseille, or whoever you deem our level to be.
Atletico in the knockout stages is fucking weird, bro. Like fucking shit, they're weird.
Yeah.
My
No,
point is,
no, no.
You don't know.
my point is
Yes,
based
yes,
on the luck of the draw. If we get that at the quarterfinal stage, why can't I say I expect why can't I back my team to say, you know what? We're good enough to
You
beat
can
them.
back
Why-
it, bro, but expecting it is a bit, is a bit-
No.
Anyway,
I'm a Chelsea fan.
we're dwelling
I'm
on
going to
one.
expect-
We're dwelling on one point. The Champions League, to be honest with you guys, I don't think it's an indication of where you are because Inter reached at a final of a Champions League against Man City and we fucking regressed the year after.
Mo, you're proving my point again because it's a cup competition. And that's why I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if we made a run in it. Notice my very first statement was, I don't think we can do anything in the league because we have too much inconsistency. So you're proving my point. No.
I agree with you. I agree with
Chez,
it. I agree with it.
Chez, what is your question? Please.
Oh, I forgot now. I think I was not.
Fuck off now. Remember.
Ah,
I'm working.
boo.
I'm multitasking. I think I was going to ask. So you were asking Japan some questions, but I wanted to ask the rivals and Mo, like where.
Yes.
Forget Champions League, but what expectations do you have of Chelsea?
Predictions or expectations?
Expectations.
Me, challenge for the league.
Win the league.
Cool. What about the guy?
No, fuck off. This is someone that said win the league.
Win the league. Win the league. If we were doing
no,
this,
you're
if
like,
we
you're
would
mad.
tell us win the league, bro.
Nobody will tell you this.
No, you don't.
No,
I
you
want-
didn't say
do-
prediction.
How do you
didn't say
prediction.
rate
You
the
didn't say
team? How
prediction.
Don't
you
do
rate
this,
the team?
Paz. Don't do
expectation
this.
is
Don't do this,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, move on
You
to
said
Ram.
what's
My
my
man,
prediction?
he's doing a joke
Guys,
thing.
No,
Ram,
Paz,
Ram,
Paz, don't do this.
Okay, I can tell you.
Hey, Ram, answer
To
it.
me,
I know you'll
if-
give me
if you
objective
don't-
answering.
If you don't finish in the top 4 comfortably, you're boying it. I think you're boying it.
Oh, so okay, so top 4 comfortably then. It's fair. Yeah.
And I think
No challenge.
What about the
in my
cup? What
opinion.
about the cup?
Challenge.
I'm gonna make a point, but I want to get like everyone's.
you better win
Uh,
something because you lot win. You lot say you win something. every week. got the best
For me, I don't care about the cups, to be honest, Chet. Because for
Okay,
me,
okay.
there is so much I have an explanation for it. There is so much inconsistencies in the league that I think actually, if Maresca takes the cup seriously and it affects your league form, I think it's actually will take the team backwards.
I get that. That logically makes sense.
The same thing that happened to Spurs last season.
Better win some.
Not to that degree.
Spurs fucking won Europa League, right? They fucking finished 17th. You
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
shit in the league, dog
Yeah,
shit. They almost got
I get it.
relegated. So I wouldn't like if you were a consistent team in the league. Like what I mean is like if you are beating the teams that you are supposed to beat and maybe get beaten by the teams you're not, I would say yes, take the cup seriously. But currently you won 2-5. You're losing against teams that you're not supposed to lose at, especially at home. You're drawing against teams at home that you're not supposed to draw against, right? So that means for me, he should focus on getting the form in the league because that is your bread and butter in actually progression. Your league form is your progression. Look at Arsenal. Maybe they might not won the cup, but you look at where they are now. They should have won a trophy, but because he didn't focus on the league and he actually focused on the league form, now they're creating a system that everyone is scared to play Arsenal because of the defensive structure, because of this. I think Maresca need to focus on getting the league form under his belt. This is it. My league form is this.
Think any Chelsea fan, you're stating the obvious. Every Chelsea fan would have told you consistency is
no,
key.
some tell me otherwise, especially viewers. They tell me we should focus on the cup. They tell me focus on the cup. We win a trophy. They tell me what Kaz is saying.
Like, that might have been in response to someone saying win the league or like be competitive to that degree.
Anybody that tells you to win the league is an idiot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. Like, I always said I said
sorry,
Paz. I said I didn't get to put a prediction in right in the season. Ram knows, but I predicted us to finish third, battling with City for third place, which I think is very justifiable.
Yeah, that would for me. If you
that would be great. That would be great. Yeah,
but that's even then, I caveated by saying if that was happening, but we were exited out of the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and we're struggling in Champions League, then I wouldn't see that as a good season either. So I need to see consistency and also competitiveness overall. So everything needs to improve one notch. So last season, you win the Conference League, you win the Carabao Cup. This season, you win the Champions League. So compete in that, and then very much compete in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and be consistent in the league. I don't think there's that much to ask for. It's just basically saying you win basically 3, 4, 5, let's say 4 more games than last season, and you go further in FA Cup stages. That's not really.
But I think you're.
But that's the point. Even if we did that and it met your objective, we wouldn't look at it and go. We'd be like,
but in 9 games in the league now, I think you already. For me, I'm looking at the team now, Ches, and I think you regressed. So maybe because, of injuries.
It's too early.
Hold on. Maybe because your injuries. Maybe because of Colwell injury. Maybe because of Palmer injury. Yes. He's not losing to Sunderland at home, throwing to Brent.
Like, the reason why I'm saying this because literally this time, ask Javon. This time last week, Chelsea fans on podcasts, online, on these shows, were literally harping on about how we can go on a run and we can turn our season around. A week later, I'm hearing people like Mo now saying we've regressed.
I'm going to tell you why. Number one, you have.
Give it a bigger sample size. 9 games. I'm telling you right now.
Currently,
in 18 games time,
Mo said this
we're going to have. I'm
going to explain to you guys very simple.
I'm going to explain to you based on the logic I've used in the last Premier League season.
But can I tell you why I think
you don't make these assumptions on 9 games?
I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I'm going to give an example of Arsenal, for example. The reason why I think currently, even after 9 games, I can sit here and say Arsenal progressed. They didn't win against Fulham. They didn't win against Newcastle. They didn't win against Crystal Palace.
You're using the wrong example.
Hold on. You, in your first 9 games, there are 3 games at home that for progression, I'm expecting you not to collect 1 point. You collected 1 point from Crystal Palace at home, Brighton at home, right? And Sunderland at home. You expect that at least to be 7 points. Yeah, I will. That Crystal Palace, we can get by. Losing to Brighton at home, losing to Sunderland at home, no red card, by the way. This is regression for me. Is it because of injuries? It might be. It might be, right? But also you spend money and you say that your board is having that big of a squad to counter this, right? So for me, after 9 games, by the way, I'm not saying you might not recover, Chez. I'm not saying you might not recover. Yeah, but really,
by the way, guys, who brought it up? I didn't bring that up. Javon did.
I did.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying for the context. But Mo, the reason why
I have to be honest about context. No, the reason why not there, Colwell is not there.
The reason why I don't like this whole thing of like last season we beat this team, this season we didn't. Even with teams like Arsenal who've beaten the team they didn't last season, teams change, the variables change, factors change. Teams can improve, teams can regress. So I can't judge it on the same playing field from this year to last year. I'm sorry. Even if it's 6 months, Palace can go sign the best players in the world and now that Palace team who you
I don't
lost to
agree
last
with that.
No,
season,
but
then beat you again.
I
And
don't agree.
secondly,
why is it mad to
secondly,
say?
Ram, hold on. Secondly, yeah, like stop using the Arsenal example, because Arsenal, the reason why there's pressure on them is because of the money spent, but secondly, because their team and manager have been together for so many years that we actually rate them to the point where they should have won a league before, and now it's the peak of it, and they should definitely go and win the league. Chelsea, United, even Liverpool to a certain degree, who last season no one expected to win the league, aren't in the same position as that. Their reasons for title challenging and win the league are different to Arsenal's. So stop comparing it. Liverpool's reasoning to win the league is not the same as Arsenal's. Their reason is you've won the league, whether you expected to or not, and now you spent $500 million. Now you go win the league. They haven't got the same manager, the same style of play.
Even if we
I'm
didn't,
gonna
even
disagree
if we
with that.
didn't spend 500 million, I still
Because
just think the expectation
the measuring stick
would
you're
have
using
been
don't make sense.
win the league. But
Because if you look into what he said, though, yeah, he was talking about the expectations that Arsenal have is because of X, Y, and Z. But the reality is Chelsea spent bread, bet a lot of money. Two, and people like the measure stick you're using is that people are saying Arteta should have won something 3 years ago. So if we're using that same measuring stick, every other man should win things quicker as well. So we can't say the reason Arsenal we should have won it because he's been together for
3 years ago.
When Arteta was there for 5 minutes and he had Torreira in the 10, people were like, "Why haven't you won nothing?"
No, but not that season. We're gonna be realistic, objective chat today. We're not doing first.
But even the first year when we shouldn't have been there, we had no Champions League. People were like, "Why didn't you win the league? You bottled it."
Yeah, but again,
But you did though. But you
used
did though. You don't for 3 seasons on the chart. And this is not me saying shot. I'm not sending shots. I promise. I'm not sending shots. Let me remove.
but fine.
Let me remove the word bottle.
You're trying to be
for three seasons.
shots.
I'm simply saying, if you're in a leading position multiple seasons, year in, year out, and you don't bring home the trophy, each season, incrementally, the pressure is going to increase because you've done this consistently.
For sure, but I don't think it should have applied to Arsenal.
My point in all of this is...
I'll explain why. I can explain why.
No, you're past everybody, man. I can
explain why. Now, yes, for sure.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, I'll land your point because I want to rebuttal what Paz said. Yeah. Listen, the reason why I didn't bring up Paz or whatever the first 2 years is because I understand you weren't expected to. You finished 5th in the league. I get it. No one said Ram, Mo, me, Javon never said to you third season in, have you spent 600 million, go win the league? No, it was
you may not have said that.
Listen. I'll tell you this, yeah. The main reason why you got trolled is because you just didn't get over the line. So we were gonna hit you with the stick of your manager, your players, your bottle jobs, your mentality.
Listen. I can give you.
You
remember the first season you finished second.
Are we taking it back to Chelsea or we're just fucking sticking to Arsenal? What is this?
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. The first season you finished second, where you were miles ahead, where you were playing scintillating football, and finished second. I could give you that as a pass. Because in the summer you could say, you know what, we didn't get over the line. Let's strengthen the team to get over the line. You finished second the next season. And then the season after that.
This is our 3rd year in the Champions League, brother. So I can hear the last two. But
the last two is what I'm talking about.
Cool. But the last two is including this one, brother. if we violate this year, you see me, hands up, cool. I'll buy a shirt as Bottle FC on it, bro. If we don't win it this year, fair. This year, you cannot argue that we should go and we should win something. But for people to say like the first year we finished second that we should win it, bro, you're miles off it. We arrived and people didn't think we arrived, bro. So you can't.
No, that's why I said I can. The reason why, remember, you at one point you were like 8 or 9 or 10 points clear. At some point, your points clear in that first season, but that's fine. I can give you a pass because you weren't been there before. My problem was the season after. Why didn't your sporting directors address some of the key issues after?
Because we even in that first year when we first got to the Champions League, we had a lot of squad issues, bro. We shouldn't have been there in the first place. The second year we addressed a lot, bro. You can't say people were saying that year we was gonna finish 10th, bro. Like let's not.
I thought you meant first year Champions League. Sorry.
No. But Pat, I get your point. By the way, I get what you're trying to say.
People are saying we should have won it for 4 years. I'm like,
I get your point, but what the point I'm trying to make is that Chelsea's pressure overall The reason why Mo's example of using Arsenal being consistent is different to Chelsea because we haven't got the same variables you guys had. You guys have the same team, class players you rate. Only a few positions you need to change in some, which you did. Back up to Saka, left wing and whatnot. You didn't change.
Do you not think that you're not far?
Hold on, one sec. But Chelsea's issue, Javon said it perfectly. Chelsea fans aren't happy with our window. That doesn't mean you guys can't call us for not winning the league.
No, but then you can't say that.
It doesn't mean,
I don't think
this is what I just said. It doesn't mean that you can't sit here and say, Chelsea spent 2 billion, go win the league. That means you can still say that.
Because again, I am saying. Because again, what did we spend the money on? It's not like we spent the money on Isak.
I didn't spend it.
We didn't spend the money on that.
But I didn't spend it, bro.
Which is why I get when people troll it.
This is where I have the issue.
What are you disagreeing with? I've literally said to you, we spent 2 billion. If we don't win the league, you can call us.
No, not even
that.
You can't
disagree.
Hold on. What's he not hearing? No. Let him speak because I'm going to decipher and fix your point.
No, it's not even whether I'm a Liverpool fan or not. The whole narrative was that because that's what I heard from the start of the season, where you have the likes of Cucurella, best left back in the league, Badia Shield, well not Badia Shield, sorry. You had Reece James, Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, the best midfield triangle out of everybody.
In your opinion, what do you think, man?
No, hold on.
Personally, for me,
no, don't even answer that. Finish your statement because I'm gonna debunk that now because I'm tired of this bullshit. Finish your statement.
Right, as I was saying, the fact that you have a great team that you guys quote unquote say, and the fact that you're saying, you're saying we can get by with just getting Champions League football and a decent run in the cup, I think is a little bit mad. It's either the team that you have is not good enough, or is either the manager is not good enough to take you where you want to be. It's either one or the other, and I feel like Chelsea fans are arguing both set of points, saying,
"Hold on,
we got this,
please, I'm making you guys, I'm making you guys. No one else interrupt because I'm going to debunk.
It's either one or the other.
No one else.
You can't.
You're waffling, man. You're waffling.
I'm not waffling, bro. I've been hearing a lot of things, but I feel like Chelsea.
You said it yourself. You said to us,
when shit hit the fan, you're like, oh, but we have this, we have that, we have that. You have to take everything into account.
No, okay, let me speak. I'm going to start at this point because your main objective is, we should be good enough to win our league with the money spent, right? So let me ask you a question.
And the good players you have.
And the good players you have. Cool. Let's look at this objectively, right? Your squad, which is a Liverpool squad, you guys won a league last season because you have quality players in each position, and you didn't spend money last season. This season you still have quality players in each position, but you spent money on quality players in said position. In the Chelsea squad, none of us, let me take myself out of it, I don't, but I'm speaking objectively. None of you guys
speak for yourself.
Okay, none of us rate Garnacho. Let's call a spade a spade. None of us rate Gittins at a high quality level, right? Some of you here still disrespect and don't rate Enzo Fernandez, right? And I'm talking about
he's world class.
And I'm talking about starters for our teams. I'm not talking about subs, starters. None of you guys rate Tosin. I rate
Tosin.
Hey, jump on. You're literally talking about the point I was
I'm talking about starting level quality, high quality, week in, week out. Fofana is injured, and none of you guys remember how good Fofana can be when he's fully fit. So let's not do this.
When was that though? When was that? When was he good?
Years ago, and he's never fully fit.
So then he's not good anymore. He don't count.
No, we don't count.
You saying that, hold on, no, let me finish. You saying that it's still proving my point. No one here rates Robert Sanchez, yet still we spent money on these guys. None of you guys rate João Pedro as a striker who's going to give you 20 goals in, season out.
Why not?
My overall point is You cannot use the money argument when it comes. Well,
People
let
were
me not
saying
say
Liam
that.
Delap was going to get 20. Mo, did they not say that last stream? Did the Chelsea
Yes,
fans not say that?
but this
Liam
is
Delap was going to get 20 goals.
okay. That's them. But my point when it comes on to the money argument, you cannot just look at the amount of money spent. You have to look at what we spent it on because Chelsea spent it on fuckery.
Yeah, but you got the best
Liverpool.
midfield. You got the best midfield in the world. And you got
Your
the best
opinion,
clutch right
bro,
winger in
not
the
our
world.
opinion,
The
your
best fullback.
opinion.
No,
No, Chez, don't do this, bro. Because I know, we have the conversation, bro.
Why you guys
Chez, don't smile, bro. We have the
Thank
conversation.
you, right?
Why
you have the conversation.
I can't say the
We
best
have
fullbacks.
No. I support it. We do have.
Listen.
I
Javon's point is,
genuinely
and I was going to make the same point was, you guys are speaking out two sides of your mouth. The irony. Do you know why? Because in one breath you'll say you spent 2 billion, you bottle jobs, you're gaslighting people on the panel going, you got the best midfield, the best attack, the best left back, right? But in the same breath, you'll tell me and Javon, your signings ain't that good. I don't really rate your
I
squad.
never said that.
Okay, cool. Let's go generalities, right?
And that's fucking my
Overall-
point. Why? And that's fucking my point. Why is that my point?
Hold on,
Why
Mo.
is that? Why is that
People
my
like Mo will
problem?
tell me. People like Mo will tell me it's a squad that good. I can't really see you going on a run. Look at his stream last week. He didn't beat
Yeah.
Chelsea going on a run, and it was vindicated because we lost at home.
Yeah.
But in the same
So
breath, the same
then-
people
but-
Javon will now tell me, Chez, why not win the league? I'm the one telling you we're not going to win the league
No,
right
but
now.
Chez,
But
when we-
my
when we
point-
first
my
made-
point-
when we
hold on,
fir-
I did
but you
that.
watch-
I'm gonna stop everyone here and ask a question. Stop. I'm gonna stop everyone. Do you guys rate Kai Havertz?
Yes.
Nobody
Yes.
does. Nobody did when Arsenal fucking
As a squad
signed him.
player,
It was
as a squad
banter.
player, yeah.
It was banter
Oh.
signing, right?
Has
I was
done.
livid.
Nobody
I was
rated
livid.
him, right?
Okay.
Nobody rated him. All the Arsenal fans were upset. Actually, most of them. Chelsea fans said that we.
I was
scammed
only
you,
upset
right?
because he came from Chelsea, though. I thought he was a good player.
Okay. Nobody rated Mikel Merino. Nobody rated Martinelli and Trossard for Arsenal. Yeah, everyone asked Arsenal. They said, "You spend the money. You have to go and win the league."
No, Trossard, when they first signed him, I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
guy
No,
is-
Trossard was the
Right.
backup plan for. Trossard was the backup.
No one
plan
knew who
for
Gabriel
Modric.
was. No one knew who Saliba was.
No, I knew who Gabriel.
People said, why have you spent 50
How are
million?
we?
Chess.
No, hold on. You guys are
Chess,
missing the. You
Chess.
guys are missing
If
the
I
bigger point.
no, if
Momo,
my
go
team
on,
go
go on.
and spend 300 million, it is not your fault to pat me on the back and say, sorry,
I
Mo,
said
your
this
team didn't
already.
sign players."
Well, I said this.
But
I
Mo,
literally said to Ram
that
3
is a
times.
non-starter. You
But
cannot.
Javon, I literally said to them, if you want to do the, I don't care about the context, 2 billion spent, do that.
Yeah,
Doesn't
don't
mean
do
me and
that.
Javon have to listen to it.
We have to. I'm not.
But
I'm not.
isn't your team
I also
factually
feel
better
okay.
than the team last season?
Mo, you
No.
tell me, because you're the one telling me it's
You
not.
don't
I'm
have
getting
bought very good players, though.
I'm
Over
getting
the
a
last
headache,
years, you
bro.
bought very good players.
Listen, because you guys are going in circles and it's making no sense. You cannot say Chelsea have a good squad and then dissect majority of the squad saying we have shit players in our starting 11 because these are starters. Garnacho is not good.
But we're
Gittins
telling
is
you
not
what the
at the
Chelsea fans
level.
have said.
We finish.
What Chelsea
Gittins
fans
is
rate
not at the
Garnacho?
level. Palmer's injured. We don't have a proper backup 10 that's at the level, right? Cole is injured. We don't have a competent defender. We still have the Sassy in the squad. The same defenders you guys are speaking week out. Buddy Shield, the same people you guys Robert Sanchez, the same people you guys.
Jawad, I hear that you may have said it, but certain Chelsea fans like to say this after the fact. Do you know what I mean? When everything transpires, and then you see the cracks, you're like,
I said this before we made the signings.
But I'm not saying it's you, bro. I'm not saying it's you.
The problem is this year, we haven't had a season where people expect us to challenge for the league other than now. Last season it was get top 4.
100%.
Exactly.
I didn't expect you to challenge.
This season, Javon, correct me if I'm wrong, is the first season where not even everybody, about 60% of the fan base and rivals said you have to compete or at least be top 3, top 4.
Okay, let me tell you now.
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you my angle after you finish.
So my point is, to Javon's point, he's getting upset, he's getting vexed. Yeah. The point is, if Chelsea won the Champions League, what would everyone call it? An overachievement.
Agree. An overachievement. 100% overachievement. You're spot on.
Going,
2 billion well spent
to win the Champions League.
Fuck off, Paz. If not everything is banter, Paz. Like if Chelsea win the Champions League, it's a great. If Chelsea win the Champions League, it's a fantastic achievement.
That's what I said.
Phenomenal.
I agree.
No,
That's
you
2
said
billion
2
well
billion
spent.
well
Yeah,
spent.
this isn't a
Yes.
bad
No,
show today,
it
man.
didn't come out. It didn't
Nah, let's
come
not do the
out.
bad show. Let's not do the bad.
Listen.
Can I know? Okay, but before Siobhan, just let me just quick this. Give me 30 seconds. Chelsea team this season on paper is supposed to be better than last season. The reason why Esteval, fantastic talent, that is better than the backup you had on the right side. Delap and Joao Pedro on paper better than Jackson. Jackson's a bum, to be honest with you. Garnacho and Gittins, they're not a massive improvement on that left side, but basically Madueke was playing right side. So you didn't have that good of a left winger because Sancho's a bum, in my opinion. In the midfield, how you improve? Caicedo gained 1 more year of experience, so on paper it should be better. Enzo Fernandez, the same, right? Palmer, 1 more experience. Reece James is fit, which is, I think, that adds 20 to 30% of your defensive line and creativity from the back. Kukurea gained 1 more experience. Sanchez this season is not making mistakes like he did last season. His save percentage is up actually from last season.
I know
His
that.
commanding is up. His commanding in the area is actually up from last season. Everyone is watching Sanchez knows that he's improved. He might not be David Raya or Allison, but he's improved. The 2 center backs are the problem for Chelsea because Colwell got injured, right? But I will counter this by saying, but you have a world-class defensive midfielder ahead of them that should be able to protect them. So my point is, if Chelsea don't improve this season and go and be the difference between them and the top of the team, like 10 points, and compete a little bit for second or third, I think that is on the manager as well to not utilizing the talent
I
he
agree,
has.
yeah. We agree with
That's my point, guys. That's my point.
I can agree with that, right? But again, when you have young players, you have inconsistency, and when you
don't have young players.
Let me finish.
What is it? You don't have,
Let
but you don't have, Javon, you don't have young players. You
All right,
don't.
cool. Let me rephrase what I was going to say. When you have holes in the squad, clearing holes in the squad, it's going to cause
Arsenal
inconsistency.
challenge and
Everyone
finish
has-
second with
everyone
holes
has
in the squad last year,
Everyone
and
has
they
holes.
and the,
But Arsenal has. Okay, cool. I accept.
they
that.
had
But Arsenal,
massive holes. By the way, they had massive
Arsenal
holes.
have
and
a
finished
better
second.
defense. Arsenal. Stop using Arsenal as a barometer because it's not
Yeah,
fair.
stop
Because
doing that,
Arteta
No,
built
they
his
are a
squad.
bar- for you. They
Interesting.
are a barometer. For you,
No,
they are a
No,
barometer.
Arsenal
No.
built their
Well,
squad
they are a
from the
barometer
back
for
to
you.
the front.
Oh.
Arsenal
You
had
keep
a
doing
good
this, Mo. It's not the
goalkeeper,
same
had
thing.
good
We
centre
still got
backs.
holes in our forward line now.
I'm not talking about the forward line. I'm talking about the defense. Defense is what wins titles. Is this not
But
common
you,
knowledge?
but you also said beforehand that we should have won it with the defense that we had with a bunch of holes in it.
I said the second season after you guys competed, I blame your sporting directors because they didn't go and address the problems. Our sporting directors didn't address the problems either. That's my point. You guys, he literally just dissected our squad. What were the gaping holes he mentioned? The left wing and the 2 fucking centre backs. What are we doing here? You cannot ask 2D. Bro, all right, look at Liverpool. The perfect example is Liverpool. When Connected comes off, why is Gravenberch going as a centre back?
So
It's
because
not
you got
plausible.
so in your eyes, you got 3 glaring holes, right?
Yes.
So
What are the glaring
That's
goals? What are the
Yeah,
glaring
he
goals?
said the 2
Holes.
centre backs and left wing. That's what he said.
The
Correct me if I'm
defenders.
wrong.
Yes,
The 2
you're
defenders.
right.
What does glaring holes
The two
mean? Sorry.
defenders.
What does glaring holes mean? Like a mad.
For me,
Yeah,
thank you.
it means you're not of the quality that's going to breed consistency to do anything great. Would simply mean,
Yeah,
and you
that's
guys
the
know
way,
this, bro. Come on, in any title-winning team or in any top team, the centre back pairing does
No,
not
but no,
chop
Jimmy,
and
do
change
you want
every
to
every
with
game.
that?
Can I tell you something? You have less
Hold
holes
on.
than
Not every
City.
single
in your
team who wins leagues has 6, 7
11
world class
points.
players. Sometimes it's 3 or even 2. You don't need a full team of great.
Yeah,
Look
I
at Man
agree.
City's team.
I
They
am-
haven't had great. You know,
My point is let me
Martinelli and Trossard aren't
simplify
great.
it. My point is, but you're talking about 2 different positions. I just said it. In every title-winning team or any top team, their centre back pairing.
Wes Morgan is not world class.
What the fuck?
That season he was
Who said that?
quality though.
He
That
was-
season
he
he was
was not
consistent though.
He was.
Which
Big up
one
the
of our
people then. Big up
defenders
the
this
people
season
then.
is consistent? Don't do this.
Big up
bro.
Wes Morgan. Big up Wes Morgan.
All right,
but
let's
him
look
and
at
his
the
partner
last
were not
10
world
Premier
class.
League winning teams and look at the
Nah,
centre back pairing
man,
and
come
talk
on,
about their
man, bro.
defensive
We're not
He was
doing
world
that.
class
Doing
that
that,
season,
bro.
though.
I don't think Man
Nah.
City every
And I
year
never
have 2
said
world class
anything
centre
about
backs.
world
They had a
class.
great
Okay.
structure. They had a great structure.
There's
I
years where
wouldn't
they
call
won the
them
league when
world
John
class.
Stones
Bro.
was
Let's not do this,
But-
man.
but-
There's
but-
years
Ram,
they
you
won when
can't
John
world
Stones
class
I mean,
one season. You
did I say
Bro,
did you
you have a
hear me say they
structure.
were world class? But did I say they were world class? I simply said you need
cool.
centre backs that are of quality. Ain't that mad?
There's years where John Stones was shaky and they won the league though. Like,
But he was paired with who? Who? Look at the centre back. Look at the centre back paired.
Yeah,
He fucking was paired with Nathan Ake and Laporte sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
thinking.
Nathan Ake,
Laporte
and
also,
Nathan, and
they
Nathan
shipped
Ake
him
was
out
the quality
ASAP.
those seasons. They're better
Hold
than
on,
what we
Laporte
have
was
now.
good, man, see.
Nah,
Those seasons, I'll take them right now. What are we talking about?
Good,
It's
and
been a lot of
Ake is-
years, bro.
By the way, your
Ake-
defense
what do you
is
mean?
not
Ake and
like
Laporte are good servants, Man City. They're not world class, but they're good players.
they're good.
they're better than what we
You know,
have.
they look good because
Bro,
the manager was able to
we're
utilize him.
looking at Tosin. We're looking at Atem.
Yeah, they're level.
Who's
They're
a
level
fullback,
above
by the way.
Tosin. Yeah,
We don't have a
they're level-
natural centre back that's
Yeah.
fully fit
I
right
can't
now. That's my
by the-
point.
By the way, I'm just gonna stop everyone here. This is just came out. Chelsea are planning to bring Iraola to the club in the near future. Maresca's in thin ice. Chelsea officials, according to sources.
You said it's Indicala. It's
Yes.
Indicala, isn't it?
Bro, come on, Mo. What we doing, bro? I thought we're done with this
Why are we
shit,
still
bro.
promoting this guy?
What Indy Kala
Habibi,
has
I
not
thought
got anything
Habibi, I
wrong.
thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with this. I am
Done
actually
with
going to
what?
do Habibi now. I
I'm
thought
not hating on
we're
his
done
work, by
with
the way.
this.
Keep doing
I
your
thought
thing.
we're done with using Indicalia, bro.
What? He's very reliable. Very reliable.
Are we? Oh,
Listen. At the end of the
He
day,
hasn't missed a beat, bro, the whole summer. He haven't
Oh
missed
my.
one. Yeah, like he's the one that said everything about Liverpool signings, Arsenal signing. The guy said that at the end, like you remember, like the Eucharist thing. He said Arsenal, Eucharist, blah blah blah, and they signed Eucharist, bro.
You see when Chelsea won the league in 16-17, yeah? What was your back line?
Gary Cahill, David Luiz, Gary Cahill, David Luiz.
Alonso,
we played a
Cahill,
back five.
Luis, Terry, and Moses.
Aspilicueta, David Luiz.
We played a back five.
Cahill.
And that season, our
Moses,
defenders
right?
were on
Moses?
point.
Yeah, Moses.
Aspilicueta was, bro. He was.
I don't know why I said Luis, because he didn't start, did he?
And
Nah,
I,
he
and I,
didn't. Luiz did start.
David Luiz didn't
When he
start
played
only the
back
first
three, he
4
did.
games.
He didn't
And then
remember
when he went to back 3,
Yeah,
he's
but when he
playing
back
David Luiz.
when he went to
that's
back
why I
three.
said. That's
You
why
know,
I said
after
Luiz.
that
Oh yeah,
loss,
when he changed against Arsenal.
when he changed to back
Big up for
3,
the loss, by the way.
yes.
All right, is it better to say? All right, is it better to say then? Any title-winning team has to have a proper defensive structure to get the best out of their defensive players. Is that better to say? Is that better to digest for you guys then?
Yeah,
'Cause my
most
point
teams
is-
in the league have a good defense.
Yeah, because
yeah.
my overall point
Cool
is
with that.
you cannot expect us to have any form of consistency when we defend like how we defended against Sunderland. That's my point. When we have trash defending, you get what I'm saying?
No, Trevor. The only reason why I half agree and half don't.
All right, tell about brother. See, this is not me. This is him. This is Chess.
No, this is another
different
Chelsea
Chalobah.
fan.
Oh, here it is. This is where the truth comes out. Now let's go.
That's how you want it.
I'm
Took us an
not
hour
going to
from here
disagree.
now.
The only reason why I'm looking at Maresca a little bit is because the end of last season, when everyone wrote us off, we became a bit more defensive, and I think we could see like
Bravo,
2 goals.
wallahi. Finally, someone said
And
it.
we won
not me.
like 8 games out of 10.
7 clean sheets in 9
Yeah,
games.
it's like he did prove he could be defensive. People will say to me, "It was the end of the season. It doesn't count, boy. Points are points in it."
It counts. It counts.
It
Of course
counts.
it counts.
What
Some
the
people
fuck
use that
does
as
it
an
count?
argument.
You played in the
People
Premier
on
League.
the
Played in the
beach,
Premier
like,
League.
come on, like
Actually,
played in
end
the
of the
Premier
season,
League.
end of the season for Chelsea count more than the beginning because at the end you wanted to make Champions League and he made
it's
the
clutch,
adjustment.
it's clutch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
clutch, 100%.
If anything, it
But
matters.
the point is, he was defensive. So when Javon says we can't defend with his centre backs, I disagree because he definitely can do a more defensive style of football. He doesn't want to, and I understand why. Because we're in our second season, he needs to progress, like we've been saying. But at the same time, he hasn't been helped with the signings. So I do get why
It's hiding
we're
in
in a
hand.
bit. It's a bit of a difficult situation. We don't have good centre backs, but he still wants to play his style of play. He wants to play. So it's difficult.
And again, Maresca does
know.
not escape with any of the blames. But when you look at the game, when you look at some of the circumstances in the game, these defenders just have to do better. We can't just up and blame everything on the manager all the time. Some of the players you see, like, Chalobah, what are you doing?
Can I
How
just
much-
say though, yeah?
Go ahead.
From a completely impartial, like this is me actually being completely impartial, yeah. Do you not think, yeah? I think now more than ever, I think a lot of teams now are having to appreciate the concept of a transition, yeah. And for me, for the last, I think specifically since maybe 10 years ago, people don't want to accept the concept of a team needs to transition and it's not going to happen instantly. And I think like a lot of the times with the football stuff, it's like banter over, okay, this guy's not going to come in and change everything immediately and become a winning team. Like, I think people need to change the skew of he's been here for 5 minutes, he's done 5 coaching sessions when we win in the league. And I think like, how long has Maresca been Chelsea manager now?
This is his second season.
He is.
So if he's in his second season, I think if we're actually being completely impartial and we look at it without no emotions, we don't support no one. I think it's mental to have expectations that people are just going to come in and do fantastically immediately because it's happened in a few cases. But how many cases does that happen in? Like, it's not like, man, people are walking in to fantastic setups where everything's perfect. They haven't had to bring in a bunch of new ideas. For me, I think it's just mad that now, as soon as someone's come into a job, when we win in the league, like, I think to me that's mental. When it's the most competitive and difficult league to win, it's particularly in the Prem. I think a lot of fans are having.
Let me. Can I do these two super chats? Chelsea guys say they have the great squad. No one else is calling Chelsea's midfield the best. Chelsea fans are. I am calling Chelsea midfield the best.
Yeah,
It's not our fault. You spend 2 billion on trash players. Why can we call them? Why can we call them out?
He means can't. And I literally
Yes.
said you can. I literally said you can.
You can, yeah. We spend 2 billion.
No one
It's
says
not
you
your
can't
fault.
call
what we
us.
spend it. Yeah.
There's two conversations to have in football. There's objective, and then there's banter.
Trolling.
We want to do the banter. I could do banter. Arsenal and Kiki, Liverpool, you flops. Objective, I could break it down. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's true though. Like, you can banter me, but I could bring objective back or banter back. I'm good at banter.
Can we move? I want to move on, and I know Javan has
go
to go, and I'm not sure. I want to move on to be honest, because we don't have a lot of time. Which is this Evan Mo, the Arsenal glazing is old now, Stoke region.
Way to be a Liverpool fan.
How is it Stoke region, bro? Like
Way to be a
Arsenal
Liverpool.
play, actually stats showed that Arsenal play against the lowest block in actually the league. Actually, the defensive line of the opposition is the lowest against Arsenal in this season. How are people still calling Arsenal?
Mo, he knows that. He knows that.
Like, why do people
that.
do this?
Because the whole fact of Stoke is only good at corners and set pieces.
Yeah. But you have to listen. Reality is, if it wasn't set pieces, you'll find something else to get onto. That's just the reality. If it wasn't set pieces, it would be something else.
Like deflected goals or something.
It's got to be something, bro.
Listen.
It's got to be something, bro.
As a Chelsea fan, and I remember some of the football that Mourinho played, I am not going to complain with how. I'm not going to complain with how another team. I'm speaking objectively, of course. I'm not going to complain with how another team wins it when gets 3 points.
I'll
I
never
think some of
forgive
that
you
right
for
now.
playing Ryan Bertrand on the left wing. I'll never in my life, never will I forgive that man for that one. Terrorist, bro.
I'm just saying now. It's at the end of the day.
Should Arsenal focus on the cup as well? Does anybody think that should Arsenal focus on the cup?
I need the league.
Yeah.
If we dare focus on that cup.
Can you
I'm
explain
fine
what
with
you
that.
mean by focus? Because if you have the
Like, okay, I'm going to tell you today. He plays the starting. They play a tough game today against Brighton at home, right? Tough game.
Multitask.
Should he start? Should he play? Should he start
Multitask.
his best 11?
Oh, yeah.
Multitask.
No.
it's a healthy mix.
No.
Because they have the
Yeah.
quality.
Exactly.
Rotate.
They have.
Why would
They
you
have
answer
bro.
that question be no?
Bro,
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Rotate.
Why,
Rotate.
bro? Even if they rotate, they still should be able to beat Brighton.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I agree.
What we
Yeah,
doing here,
rotate.
Mo? What we
Did you
doing
not
here,
see
man?
who
Well, what kind of
started
question
11s?
is that, man?
Actually, if they rotate, Brighton are a strong team. So Saliba thought, so if you start Mosquera and Hincapia, Lewis Kelly and Ben White,
Not too much
Start-
rotation.
if he starts Norgard, Mereno, and Martinelli up top on the left, Eucharist because he doesn't have anybody, and Nwaneri.
Play Gyökeres.
That's still a good start.
What's
That
that?
team, you think that team will beat Brighton?
The
We
team
got-
good
we
enough
got-
to beat Brighton.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
Yes.
At home.
We have two.
Well,
very
they're playing
good-
at the
we have
Emirates,
two very
right?
good 11s.
Yeah.
They're playing at the Emirates. Of course.
Because they're probably gonna rotate, bro. They're not gonna. Come with
Brighton
the
are going to
best
rotate
11.
as well, yeah.
They're gonna have to rotate. So
Everyone's going to rotate.
Yeah, if the
Everyone's
EFL
gonna
Cup,
rotate.
if we don't rotate, I'm gonna be hot, bro. I'll be honest. If we don't rotate, I'm gonna be hot, bro.
No, but you have to because your squad depth is like literally,
We have
man.
to.
What, two
We-
players.
We've
not
got Champions
building all
League
this
next
squad depth
next
to not
game as well,
rotate,
next
bro.
week
We're
as
not
well.
It's like you
so
don't
you
have
have to
two people.
rotate.
You've got literally like.
Can I ask a question? Why
Cafe.
is
We've got
Nwaneri not
Champions
getting a
League.
look at it? Does anybody know why Nwaneri is not getting a look in this
Because he
team?
wants to play in the middle and there's too many people in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't quite know what to do with him yet.
Two top
I think-
quality players.
I think he's still also
In the middle, he's just not going to play.
It's
Guys,
it's tough.
He takes Izzy out. He doesn't put Nwaneri in.
Exactly.
Like there is a place for Nwaneri to play. He could have played. He can't play
but not
Nwaneri
every
on the
squad is
right
gonna be
side,
like-
guys,
like-
for Saka as well. He doesn't. I don't know why he Martinelli or
Maybe,
Saliba
yeah,
injured.
like
Yes.
Could be tracking back. Could be defensive work. Could be.
Arteta doesn't always. He never does for subs a lot. I'll be real. Like he doesn't really do that.
I actually think that Nwaneri is not the player that Arteta likes. He's not a system player.
I think his profile is very difficult to fit into this side.
What do you mean?
Like
Similar to Meno.
He's not intense. He's undersized. He is also though going forward though very jinky, very talented. But you put him on the right, he's not going to be able to do what Saka does. You put him centre mid, he's not going to do what Odegaard does. So you're talking about someone that we actually don't have another player like Ranieri, bro. And plus, there's a lot of time left to play, man. Like games like this, you should be playing in.
Yeah, someone put a comment in early in the season. It's true.
It's been 5 minutes, bro.
So Chelsea trust Estevao and you cannot trust Nwaneri.
No. I was actually, God knows, I was going to mention. I was going to say Estevao isn't even trusted to start, and I think you saw it on the weekend. He gives the ball away a lot.
He gives minutes.
But that goes.
By the way, they're both the same age. By the way, they're both the same age.
Yeah, but that's what I think you should just, bro. I think there should be in your transition period, there should be a point where if you have a player like Estevao, you give him time to make mistakes. You're not doing great anyway, so you might as well just let him adjust.
No room for. You're meaning no room for error for Arsenal. No room for error.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's gonna be tough for Arsenal, but Chelsea, bro. If I'm a winger at Chelsea and I'm 5 years old, bro, I should be playing, bro. We can't be doing worse than what else is out there.
What?
To be fair, but there's still ways to go about it. Because if he gives the ball away a lot, then the defensive structure behind him should be able to recover. You understand? Perfect example. If you use Gusto as an overlapping fullback, he's there to help him, support him. So he has a passing option where he doesn't have to go 1v1 every time. He can do a 1-2 to get by his man. There's ways to go about things. You don't just chuck people out there like that. Because you don't want the kid to lose confidence. At the same time, you don't want to restrict the kid. So you have to set up a defensive structure where it's okay for him to lose the ball in certain areas.
Yeah, but also don't lose the ball, guys.
Then play him. If they don't lose the ball, play.
No, but that's a problem. Arsenal to play that very. That's the reason why Arsenal don't lose the ball. They don't take risks. They literally do. They lose the ball only to a shot, a goal kick, or a corner, or a throw, and they never do a miss pass. That's why if you look at the stats, that's why people say that Arsenal are a very cautious team, right? Risk averse.
People say, right? In the league, have the highest position. Chelsea and Arsenal. They're both on high 60s.
Yeah, but you take so many. You take way more too many. Neto's a risk taker. Gittins a risk taker. Joao Pedro's a risk taker.
What I was going to say was, if we're talking about Ethan and Estevao, they have something in common. They're highly risk-taking players. Like,
100%. Yeah,
they're very risk-taking. They're not just risk-takers. They're like everything they do is a skill or a shimmy, and they're more likely you're going to lose the ball. It's the Prem, innit? Like it's not the playground, innit?
But I'm not sure if Nwaneri suits Arteta. I agree with this.
I don't think he's the quality, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to make it.
No, I think his quality is amazing. What?
Ranieri is crazy, bro.
I think he's a Prem level.
Nwaneri is like as talented as Estevao, if not even like. It's the conversation to have.
Talent is different to execution, though.
What does that mean?
I'd argue he had better execution, though.
Yeah, I'd
agree.
But
execution, that's one of the main reasons why people were cussing Arteta last season.
Don't know how far
Ranieri's never been on the pitch.
I'm not saying he can't. Okay, I said it wrong. He can make it at a high level. I don't know if he would make it at Arsenal. If Arsenal are going trajectory, I think they will. Which is
that down to the player or is it down to the
Did you say the same about Estevao?
I think he can, bro.
But Chelsea's not the same. They're not at the same.
I think what you're saying.
Your trajectory is to win the league as well.
Arsenal is not providing a platform for anywhere.
Yeah, it's not the right platform for him to.
Is that what you're trying to say?
He wants to do, yeah. Like he's at a team which is literally winning the league tomorrow. Chelsea's at a team where we will win the league next week. Do you know what I'm saying?
So I see your point.
He's trying to say anywhere has not been given a proper platform.
He's still not trusted, even though Chelsea win the league next week. He's still not trusted to play, let alone Ethan at Arsenal. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I think he should start.
When is he ever going to get the chance to go? Yeah, Paz goes. You know what? Let's play him. He's never, other than today, maybe. When's he going to get a chance to play?
I mean, after the next international break, this is where he has to.
Bro. I think for a kid, I think he's played a decent amount. And I think
last season he did.
That's true. That is also very true.
I think people want like these little kids to be playing like week in, week out, and then they're gonna call us naive for playing them. This is what I'm saying. We can't win, bro.
If you look at the numbers, Mo,
stop that playing victim mentality, bro.
I'm gonna play it until we win the league, Mo. I'm gonna.
I respect it. I respect it.
I'm gonna play
Yeah.
every week.
He has
Yeah,
every single scenario ready, just being like, "This is what they'll say if they don't say this.
Yo,
This is
I
what
tell you
they'll
one
say
thing
if they don't say
about
this.
in Arsenal.
This is what
like,
they'll
they
say
have
if
Guys,
everybody
I'm gonna
say
tell you
this.
something. People that don't want Arsenal to win the league, this
Guys,
is why.
public service announcement. Please listen up. This is important to everybody's safety. If you are not an Arsenal fan, when we win the league, make sure you have somewhere safe to hide. Because I'm on to everyone. For 20 years of hardship, it all ends this year. We're gonna win the Champions League. We're gonna win the league, the FA Cup, the Carabao, the World Cup, the Euros, bruv. I'm letting you know. I've saved all the messages, all of them. When we win the league, I'm on to everyone, every day, I'm quitting my job, bruv. I'm picking this up full time.
And Mo, can I just say one thing on that video and all the Arsenal fans, me and Ram know since social media times, you can tell how starving they are. You can tell.
Man, it's hungry, bro.
Starving.
That's
They've
his
not
hungry.
been here before.
Starving.
Hey, in
You
the
know
word,
the whole
in the word,
27
in the
years
word,
of Liverpool, yeah?
Chess, in the
I've
words
been
of
on social media
Denzel,
for
them
5
brothers
years.
are starving over there.
I've seen us win, yeah? We're in our 20s, 30s. I've seen us win everything. Arsenal fans, unfortunately, never
Man
seen.
said starving.
Some of them have seen
Man played
nothing.
the Denzel
Brother,
card,
I'm
bro.
malnourished. There's flies around.
So I
my face.
get it. I actually,
Man said we're winning the
Damn.
World Cup, bro. I'm
Damn.
dead,
Let me
bro.
tell
I've seen everything, like
I'm
everything
looking
twice.
at my rib cage, boy. I'm telling you now, when we win this trophy,
Gonna be
bro,
mad
don't
in London.
show
Oh,
up.
Oh no, Javon,
Don't show up
this
here,
is
bro.
how they say they'll win the World Cup. Because
Not
if
me.
England win it and it's Declan Rice, Lewis Skelly at left back,
Oh,
Saka
World
at
Cup
right
this
wing,
year.
bro, it's gonna
Oh,
be.
Man,
my
wait
days.
there up there.
It's gonna be.
Ballon d'Or
Don't
shots.
let that
They got
happen.
Ballon d'Or
I
shots.
swear
Don't
to
let
God.
that
Right to Ballon
happen,
d'Or and
bro.
that.
It's
Don't
Hey,
let
not.
that
Jeff, we need to
happen,
win the
bro.
Champions League so Palmer could be in those shots. Because Arsenal fans would be so shameless. If Rice
You know
wins
what's
the
mad?
league,
I don't want to win the league, bro. I don't want to win the league. It's gonna change me, bro.
keep those memories, Ches.
It's
Bro,
gonna win the league, bro.
Martin,
Ches, imagine if these lads finally bring up a European trophy. It's done, bro. We're
End
done
of
out
the
here.
days,
We're
end
done
of
out
days,
Hey,
I swear to
Martin,
God.
you don't get it.
I'm gonna
half
say
the
it
age.
again.
I've
I
seen us
think
win
that
everything
internet will
twice.
explode if Arsenal win the double, bro. If
Yeah,
Arsenal
but
win
it's
the
gonna
Premier League,
explode, and you, man,
bro.
better not be on the internet. I tell you that for free.
But can I ask you a question? If you clearly have the quality, but if someone said you're definitely gonna win one of these trophies, which one would you take, the league or the Champions League?
I want the Champions League because you see when we win
Champions
the
League,
Champions, there's nothing man can say to me again.
One time.
There's no, I don't care. You're gonna say one time, I'm gonna tell you sharp immediately, bro. You don't even have to get it out of your mouth.
Bro,
Come
You
back
don't
when
even
you
have
were
to get it out of your mouth.
bro, Man City
I'm not
fans
gonna
go
hear that.
around
You're
saying
the
what
same.
Champions
You're the
League winner,
same
they
level
won
as
it
Star
once.
Bucharest, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, you
true.
think you're gonna be able to say once?
Bro, they're gonna say that one Champions League is better than your six, bro.
No,
You
fact.
don't know.
They
You
will,
don't
they
understand.
will.
You don't understand.
You don't
how
know
bad
what's
it
going
is
on.
over there. You
No,
don't
no,
Don't tell me
no,
understand.
about, don't tell me about cups you weren't alive for.
You don't understand
tell
the
me about
power
cups
of
you weren't alive
2000.
for.
2005 is powerful.
You don't
bro.
know.
No one
Don't
can
tell me
chat.
about
No,
cups
Ram,
you
they'll
weren't
spin the
alive
block,
to
they'll
see.
spin
No,
the
they
block.
won't.
Bro,
I'm
you
telling
don't
you,
know
bro.
these man, bro.
Hey,
You
Ram,
don't know
you
these
know
man,
Arsenal
bro.
fans are
Chez,
shameless.
Chez,
They'll make
like
it
you
sound the
man had
best.
Nigga,
20
don't
goals
tell me
in
about, bro, you
2005,
were a
bro. No
toddler,
one
bro.
could ever
You were a
spin
toddler
that.
when they won that, bro. You were a toddler, bro. You were a toddler. I don't want to hear about cups that you
Yeah,
were.
Ram,
you were
Why,
No, Ram won it
I still
recently.
knew who Harry Kewell was. I still know who Gerrard was. Don't do that. I
What
know
was
who
Harry
Carragher
Kewell?
was.
Okay, hold on. If you knew Harry Kewell, what was he good at?
Wing wizard,
Gotcha.
bro. Wing
Gotcha,
wizard.
mate.
I know
I
he's
said
back.
wing
I know.
wizard.
It banged the bottom bins against you lot in 2003, bro.
When you was in nappies with a rattle.
What have I done? More gonna go.
I'm on, bro. Man, think it's a joke, bro. You think man can tell me anything after?
I know
this
Jevon
game?
has to go, but I got like 5 minutes left in the show.
This
I
is
got
your last
stage match
opportunity
after
to
this.
talk to me, bro.
Yeah, because we have to talk. There is something that we talk about. Maresca complained about change of tactics, guys. I'm not going to talk about this. You guys know that Maresca did an Arnie
See
slot.
that one there. That's
You know,
how they want
he
to
did.
do
He
it.
did. He did an
I
Arnie
said a lot
slot.
of things about Slot saying that, bro.
You guys know Javon and
Arteta
Chess.
ever.
You guys know that
Arteta
Maresca
did
said
do it,
that
bro.
Sunderland
Stop
changed the tactics.
I saw people quoting it, but I didn't actually listen to it.
He's in the press conference. He said the reason why we didn't because I didn't expect Sunderland to change the tactic 10 minutes before the game. I'm like, what?
Man said change their tactics. The big man, they were in the champ. what we talking about? What we talking about here, bro? What tactics did you know before, bro? What's the
It's like
tactics that you
Sunderland
knew
play 4 at the back, and then the lineup came out.
You know what
They
I'm going to
played
say on
5
this,
at the
man?
back.
I know this is going to sound very convenient, but like,
Bro, even
you know,
Don is calling him out on that. He's like, what the fuck is this, bro? I'm fucking
you know
complaining
what's
about
really
tactics
convenient
change.
is like, I'm going to say this, and it sounds like I'm deflecting, but like, you know, press conferences, yeah? You know,
Yeah.
all managers say wild stuff. It only matters when you lose, though. It's fact.
But he lost.
Yeah, but he
That's my
lost.
point.
So-
Like,
so-
man,
Where that-
I'll
where
tell you
that-
something about Madrid.
Where that
No one
says
Maresca
anything.
was on some nonsense. Let's go.
Like, hey, Paz, if Arteta did the crowd thing, crowd control, and you won the league, no one would say anything. But the laugh, like, it's dumb. But
Yeah,
you
he's
won
got the
the
league, bro. He could do.
You
whatever
know,
he
you
wants.
see all those little things that
league.
Arteta does, though. You know, I like them.
I don't care about them. Like, I don't care.
You know
What
what?
are you
I think
complaining?
actually, I
complaining.
genuinely believe.
Unless you
that,
say something
what
stupid, like, oh, we won the
Arteta did.
lost the league because of a handball. Like,
Guys,
I think
people
what he said
banter.
about
People
Enrique
banter
being the
Arsenal.
hardest team to
What
face.
Arsenal did
Hating
with the screens inside the stadium, not playing
Bro.
the game, I think it's genius.
Bro, Arteta is
Which is
changing.
genius.
Wait,
Bro, I don't
what
think
do you
man get
promise?
it. If you went to an
Jersey
Arsenal game
change.
10 years ago,
You
if went to
all,
an Arsenal game 10
all
years
of
ago,
us
it's a
went to
completely different
games, and you know that some people take an extra 5-10 minutes having a beer or something
Yeah.
because they can watch the game on the screen. All
Absolutely.
of us know, right? All of us know this.
Yeah.
They get in the line to get a pie, they get in line to get a beer, and then there's 5-10 minutes more. They hang out. Oh, the game is right there. I will go and
Right.
to my seat. What he did is that forces everyone to go back to the seats. So the second half starts, and everyone is at their seats. I think it's great.
He's done loads
Mate.
of things like that at Arsenal. Yeah, you see, if you went to an Arsenal game 10 years ago and you went to one today, it's two completely different stadiums. What Arteta has changed at Arsenal is just not just the stuff that's on the pitch, bro. It's everything. It's the way you
deep,
actually
bro.
feel about your bro. 10 years ago, bro, when I was thinking about Arsenal, bro, I wanted to go play tennis, bro. I'll be so real. Like, I think it's a joke, bro.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
saying-
Listen,
yeah, Mo,
you know,
it's not anything new, Mo. I'm just saying that. Say that for a fact.
We're,
it is,
we're not-
it is, bro.
Listen,
Oh,
I gotta
come on,
go
man.
because I got a show in 5
Appreciate
minutes, guys. See, nobody accused me of talking only 120 minutes on Chelsea is ridiculous. Like, sorry, an hour 20 minutes on Chelsea.
We
I was
talk
We
nice.
didn't even speak about Liverpool.
I
We
was
didn't speak about
nice
Liverpool.
today.
We didn't
We're gonna have
speak
to run
about
the
it.
show again. We're gonna have to run the show again.
This, I hope, I'm just telling people, I hope that we can do this. Everyone is there at the same time, people. I hope that the guys will, if we can get it together, we can get it together. But guys, for now, hit that like button, guys. We're actually very close to 300 likes, actually. I'm actually past 45K, so if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Share his channel in the description. He doesn't post, which is, I'm going to give him shit for it. He doesn't actually do shows anymore.
I'm gonna start posting from literally today. Chelsea.
You did today?
Hey.
Okay,
I'm back
great.
today, I'm back today.
The Final Whistle podcast is actually Javon's channel, and he's actually on Miz's channel for the Chelsea review.
Chelsea.
Yes, everything
Yeah, big
Chelsea.
up-
That's
big up
actually
to
very,
Ram.
very good panel as well. The Ram stand is in the description. Go and support Ram. We need to get Ram to actually 5K soon. And actually, Paz the creator. If you're not following Paz on Instagram, you're missing a lot. So just go and follow Paz on TikTok and Instagram. You're fucking missing a lot, like the video we just showed you. This will take you to football
Man's
terrace, people.
hilarious.
Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys there on the terrace, and we're out of here.